Hello, everybody. It's Dave Neal, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. In this video, we've got fans busting Nick Viall for liking and unliking photos of Maria in a bathing suit. I know. Is this a story or what? We don't know. I'm going to defend Nick. I'm going to come to Nick's defense. This isn't a bash Nick video. I can think critically, and we're going to look at these photos. Oh, it turns out they're actually really old photos. So actually, maybe he was just a single guy at the time, and then maybe he wanted to clean up his likes. I don't even know how you go to photos you previously liked and unliked them. I don't even know how that works. I can tell you what, you can follow me on Instagram and like me at D Neals for all the stand-up show updates. I'll be live in Phoenix March 28th with Clayton Eckert. Go buy tickets to that show. And every morning and afternoon, Bachelor Rush Hour, the hit podcast. So let's jump into it. So this story was getting a considerable amount of attention on Reddit, which is a relatively good barometer about what people want to talk about. And it was an expose of sorts that showed that Nick used to follow Maria and like her pictures, but has since unliked. How he knew of her, I mean, she's got a relatively small Instagram account, I'm not sure, but all of Bachelor is somehow connected. So the photo was from 2016. That doesn't mean he liked it in 2016. That just means it's like a 7 or I guess close to 8-year-old photo. Grocery Store Joe had also liked a couple pictures, those screenshots at the end. Not sure if he ever followed Maria, but he did not unlike anything. Now, is this anything illegal? No, not whatsoever. If Nick is single, I don't see it being a big deal at all that he liked her photos. Made it to Mykonos, and then again, here's one. Is it only two? No, here's a different one. I don't know why they showed this one twice. Maybe in one case, it was before versus after he liked it. I don't really know. So he liked it. He was a 527th like. Who the hell is following this stuff? So anyway, there she is. Why did they show it twice? And then there's a photo of her liked by Grocery Store Joe. Again, you know, maybe she's in a bikini top or crop top. I don't really know. But it is, I mean, and again, this is where it gets weird because Instagram literally is made so that you comment and like on photos. But if you're liking someone's photo that might be beautiful or sexy or whatnot, what does that say about your relationship? I guess that's the question people are pondering here. And I'll read a few of the comments. Someone said, unliking it is so insane. This makes it so much worse. Oh, what do you want the guy to do? If he likes the photo, it's wrong. If he unlikes it, it's even worse. Someone said, so this is what Nick's For You page looks like. I think it's funny that he unliked them. Wouldn't have thought twice about this if they were still liked, to be honest, but him actively going back to unlike all of them is so bizarre and kind of embarrassing for him. I don't really see it that way. Again, I'm not defending the behavior so much as saying in today's world, he's got a newborn, he's got a fiance, it looks bad. But where was he when he liked these photos? That's the question. So I posed this question to my wife. I literally went into the other room because I wasn't going to dare get her up from her little nap she was having. But I was going to wake her up, but not make her walk. And here's the hypothetical. Have a listen. All right. In order for me to get a female perspective, I've decided to take my show into our nursery, which is still being built, to my baby's mama, the baby still being built. So I have a question for you.
Okay.
How do I come around here? Here, come introduce yourself to everyone, Tasha Courtney. Beautiful. Am I allowed to like another female's Instagram photos? I'm not trying to catch you.
I don't see why not.
At what point of clothing am I no longer allowed to like their Instagram photos?
I think amount of clothing is kind of not really the thing, but if you were constantly liking a specific person's Instagram and they were all bikini photos, then maybe I'd start to feel like it was a little suspicious.
So if I stumble on, I sneeze and I like someone, it's not a big deal. But if it's a repeated...
Yeah, if you're their number one fan, then we've got a problem.
And would it be worse for me to unlike that or just leave the like up?
I don't know. How would you know?
Well, Reddit always finds these things out. I'm just saying this isn't about me.
Unliking is sort of like maybe they accidentally liked it and then they just unliked it.
Okay.
But does it mean it's suspicious and hiding?
So you're telling me the repeated like is almost a precursor to sliding into the DMs. Like if you publicly like this, what's going on DM wise?
I don't know about that, but it you know, maybe just don't be repeatedly liking.
All right. You're allowed a random like. Good to know. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it. Tasha Marie. There it is, folks. There it is. I mean, is this the dumbest conversation I've ever had? Probably, but this is the parasocial world we live in. Like, what's the ethical thing to do if you're a person in the public eye? Like when I go on my Instagram, I follow people that are athletes and models, a lot of them friends with my wife's, and she's a model and all these things. But I do try to be conscious of being like, okay, like, is this just like someone who's thirst trappy? Because I'm not that market per se. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm the thirst trap person you follow. Maybe, I don't know in what weird world I'm thirst trapping you, but hey, we all got a different, maybe it's the way this little centerpiece here dangles, right? This power piece that I got going on here. Anyway, we have some other content to get to. I know this isn't exactly the best video we've ever made, but hey, you're here, I'm here, let's party. So Jen left this episode. She was eliminated, and here's what she had to say. We covered actually what Jen had to say here. What a crazy, beautiful journey this was. I have nothing but gratitude for this entire experience. I truly opened up my heart to the process, to Joey, and to the world. Thank you so much for the overwhelming love and support. Know that not one kind word has been unnoticed. You have all touched my heart more than you know. Some of you have liked my Instagram photos too much. This love story was a whirlwind, but left me with nothing but growth, wisdom, and hope. I learned how to open up even when I'm scared. I learned how to trust in myself even when I'm doubtful. I healed wounds I didn't know I had, and best of all, I learned that I deserve an undeniable and fearless love. I hope my journey has inspired others and that we are all worthy of love no matter where we come from and who we are. It's all about being 100% your most authentic self that ultimately leads you to your person. And I know that person is out there. Though I did not find love in the way I had hoped, I found it amongst great friends with unbelievable women and people who felt like family. The biggest gratitude I have goes to the producers, audio crew, camera crew, Paulie, the handlers, and endless other hardworking individuals who made this whole journey possible. You all made me feel like family, and for that, I'm eternally grateful. That being said, all good things must come to an end. Back to PA school I go. There, and I believe that means physician's assistant. So, all right, good to know. She's handling it well. Maria's still on the show, although commenting. Clear some things up on Twitter. This posted by Bachelor at Windmill. I'm too honest for my own good and a little nuts at times. Take it or leave it, she posted. At the end of the day, I didn't treat this as a reality TV show. I'm very self-aware and knew the consequences of my actions. But my honesty about where I was at mentally and expressing my feelings in the moment meant more to me than a rose. These are real moments for all of us. A good relationship has its ups and downs, but it's how you navigate through the hard times together that matters. No one's perfect, and I can work on my delivery, but Joey isn't the only one who should feel chosen to feel good. It goes both ways, and I stand by that. No manipulation, no ulterior motive, just me being me. I get in my head. I get jealous, and I feel many things all at once. I am too honest for my own good and a little nuts at times, so it all becomes overwhelming. I rest my case. Take it or leave it. Well, I got to tell you this. If she's chosen as the Bachelor, we can always use someone who says they're a little nuts at times. That's what does well in the show. All right, that's going to be it for me. I'll be live on Patreon right now. You can go check it out, patreon.com/Dave Neal, or the afternoon podcast. It's free of charge, Bachelor Rush Hour. We'll see you then.